Those are my words exactly. In the Morelos Mountains, campesinos are planting their fields, where the ghost of Zapata rides a horse that can still outrun the wheel. High in the sky above and clear outside is the free Mexican Air Force flying tonight. If they're in Kentucky, a cowgirl is cooling her heels, remembering that God gave us herbs and the fruits of the field. But a criminal law that makes outlaws of those seeking life make the free Mexican Air Force Mescalito riding his white horse. The free Mexican Air Force is flying tonight, flying so high. Yeah, yeah, yeah. How strange an innocent herb causes money to burn. They'll jail you or kill you for making those rich fat cats squirm. But nothing can stop us, my vision is clearly in sight. And the free Mexican Air Force is flying tonight. While we smoking colitas, federales are loading their guns, blowing smoke from their six-shooters, spinning their barrels for fun. Contrabandistas, banditos of light, we're the free Mexican Air Force and we're flying tonight. And high in the hills we are harvesting sweet sensimilla. The law wants it all because they think the one we can free us. Freedom for us is a prison for the rulers of might. That's why the free Mexican Air Force, Mescalito riding his white horse. The free Mexican Air Force is flying tonight. Everybody flying so high. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Flying tonight. Okay.
Worst beatings ever, and he wouldn't give up. And he was going to be destroyed in that ring, killed or maimed or knew not what.
You keep that pleasantly low here. Wow. Oh, Bruce gas stays pleasantly high here. Salute. Thank you all for coming in, man. I appreciate it, as you know. And I like to do a little unwinding thing on a Sunday because most Sundays we go into Mondays, and I guess all you working class heroes out there, you 9 to 5 White Sockers, like my brother Slugger Sam out there. Salute, my man, salute. But this Sunday night I am fucking unwinding, man. I had one of the best weekends of my life. Honest to God, man. Honest to God. Just gotta tell you just a little bit about that before we get into the fight. One of the greatest fights of all time, possibly the greatest heavyweight fight of all time, man. The comeback of the great Muhammad Ali. But this weekend, me and my brother Mad Chad, we went down to Hershey, Pennsylvania, and right there's a town called Elmira, I believe it was, man. Loaded with open cornfields, miles and miles of foliage this time of year. Dead deer all over the place. Cow shit everywhere, man. The smell of it. It was like we saw these legends, man. We went to this. It was called Legends Weekend, I guess, man. I don't even know, but it was really funky thing, and I don't want to get into it too much right now. Me and Mad Chad, we're gonna come back here when I do my Tuesday night fights on Tuesday night, and we're gonna talk about it. Now, right now, I'll just show you a few pictures. These are some of the cats that I was hanging out with, man. Not that I just met, man. That I was hanging with, man. I was blowing joints away, and it was a good fucking time. It was a good time. I'm not gonna say whether they smoked with me, because that would be a violation of their confidentiality they have in old Bruce Gas. But let's see. That's not what I want here. Let's see what I got here first. We got one of me and Vinny Paz hanging out there, man, in the lobby. That was the first one we took, and I said that didn't come out too good. Let's take another one. So we took another one, man. That's my brother Vinny Paz. We took a ride with Vinny Paz. Me and Mad Chad brought him to the event. We had a hell of a fucking time, man. Let's see, who else did I meet there? I meet John the Iceman Scully. Beautiful human being, man. Beautiful human being. A fight historian. Fought Michael Nunn, man. Great fighter. Great man. I ran the Blade Barkley, my brother. Check this out, man. The Blade. And he had some stories he was telling us, man. He's a great individual. Defeated Thomas Hearns. Was in the ring with Roberto Duran. Beat Darren Van Harmen. This guy's a living legend. Speaking of living legends, man. Who do I bump into down there but Riddick Big Daddy Bo. Riddick Big Daddy Bo, man. Fucking good time. Good. What a guy. People say, oh, he spares his speech. You can't understand him. I had no problem understanding him, man. Fucking shout out to all these guys. Who else did I my man Marlon Starling, man. Marlon Starling, the living legend himself. Fucking great guy. In fact, I got a picture. Marlon gave me an autographed picture of him, man. Check that one out, man. It says, to Bruce Gas. Go. What are you writing on? I don't even remember. Go get it. Sign the Magic Man, Marlon Starling. October 29th, 2022. And I'm just going to go in the frame. I'm going to put it behind me with some of my other memorabilia up there, my autographed picture of the champ Tim Witherspoon, who I had a blast with. Went out to breakfast with Tim and his beautiful daughter. Man, we had such a fucking good time. Smoking a bone in the backseat while we're coming back, man. Michael Johnson, salute. Hey, Johnny's Combat. How you doing, Johnny boy? Thank you for coming by here, man. I appreciate it, man. And let's see, who else did I bump into this fucking weekend, man? That's me and Marlon again. Took another one with fucking Marlon Starling. This was all of them when they were posing up there, man. We had it was just such cool stuff. And here's the man himself, man, the fucking madman, mad Chad Bone over there, man. We had a great fucking time, great time. Oh, fucking terrible Tim Witherspoon, my brother. This is the man who arranged for me to go there. Treated me like a fucking VIP. Look at the size of his fist. It's as big as my fucking head. Oh my God. What a fucking great time we had, man. Great fucking time. And like I said, man, I want to come back here on Tuesday night with Mad Chad. Because man, we drove, I guess it's about 400 miles or so one way. And we drove straight there. He drove from Maine down to meet me at the highway. And my lovely wife, she took me up there and took me to the designated spot, picked me up there today. And me and Mad Chad, we just got in there. Mad Chad, what a great driver. What a fucking great driver. We tooled up there. And see, I'm rehydrating right now, man. This is about my 5th one since I got back because I didn't drink a lot of water because I didn't want to fucking make piss stops, man. It's like making a piss stop on 95, especially on rush hour on a Friday afternoon, Friday night. We left about 3 o'clock. We get up there about 10:30. Get to the fucking flop house we were staying in, man. I don't want to even get that. This is a celebration. This is the fucking celebration of the Rumble in the Jungle. 48 years ago today, man. I remember exactly where I was. I remember exactly where I was. Let me shout out everybody in here, man. I don't know if I already did. Everybody, half a dozen people, but I appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. I know you're all boxing fans, and that's what I am. And I couldn't let today go by without getting into the fucking Rumble in the Jungle. I mean, dude, I put this on this morning. My fucking Rumble in the Jungle shirt, October 30th, 1974. And I didn't even see the fight. I heard about it very, very shortly after it happened. In fact, it was Bruce Springsteen who fucking gave me the news. And I'll explain that as we go along here, man. But this was a fight where Ali was the underdog. Mr. Pads, my brother. How you doing, man? I appreciate you coming in here. Andre Southgate, thank you for coming by, man. The Skywalker, always a pleasure to see you. Remy, my brother, you were talking about you. were saying, man, Remy would love this shit, man. And God bless you, Remy, man. Thank you for coming by. And Skywalker, we were there with Tim Jr. Tim graciously got a hold of me at the VIP event. We did a little short live on there, right at ringside, right when I think the fights. I don't know if it was the amateur fights that were going on or the renditions of the national anthem. It was a crazy night, but yeah, man, I met them all in the flesh, man. Hugged them all, fucking. I mean, I got brothers. I got phone numbers in my phone. They said, yeah, man, call me anytime. And we're talking fucking Sugar Ray Seals and Starling and fucking. Bo, I didn't ask. Somebody told me Bo charges money for interviews, but I called him Riddick Blow. I was just so tongue tied. And he got such a kick out of that. He laughed like a motherfucker. I love that name. Nobody ever called me that before. I'm Riddick Blow. And the dude is a fucking giant, bro. I'm looking up at him and I'm like, wow. I never felt so small, All 5'10" of me is looking up at this fucking gorilla about 6'6", and I don't know how tall he was, but he's just huge. All of them were, man. And fucking Sugar Ray Seals, 70 years old, on his feet the whole time. Never would look. Just give everybody his undivided attention. Make you feel like you were the most important person there. I mean, what a dude. He had his gold medal around his neck. Oh man. But let me get my priorities in order. I'm still wound up from that. This is truly an unwinding experience for me because I was fucking wound, man. We had to forego the going out to the bar with him last night because we had to leave at 6:30 this morning. It wasn't my choice, but my brother Mad Chad, man, he did the driving. He says he didn't want it. I said, Mad Chad, I can take over the wheel if you're tired. No, I'm not a good shotgun. I got to drive if I'm here. So I said, man, that's one thing I don't have to do is drive. I don't like driving anymore. We met Vinny Paz up there. Vinny took the fucking fucking value jet out of TF Green Airport. A fucking Uber to pick him up and an Uber to bring him back. So we're driving back in Tim's events coordinator. Nah, I don't even want to do this. I want to get back into the fight because this is a hallowed weekend. Yesterday was the anniversary of Muhammad Ali's first fight in 1960, his first professional fight. Tony Huckstetter, I believe it was, and that was just the beginning of a great career. This was one of the climaxes. There were many. A fucking rumble in the jungle. Hitting on some GDP over here, the Granddaddy Perp. I'm still smoking this stuff from a couple of weeks ago. I gotta get a new flavor in here. I've been making a lot of edibles with it. I love edibles, man. Loves me them edibles. Michael Johnson, Boxing Talk and More, man. My good brother. Shout out to you. It was awesome. No, next year it's going to be an annual thing. This was the first annual. They're going to do it again next year, and I'm going to try to talk them into including a YouTube event. Bring in the YouTubers. Special rate for the hotel. Meet and greet all these fucking legends. Maybe a buffet. Just because it's one thing to another, and they needed. They could use another event included in there, and get us all included there. Because man, you might never see these guys alive again. Some of them were pretty pretty old, like me, but older. And it was a fucking honor. It was a fucking honor touching flesh with these cats, and just how they were just. I did not hear the N-word one fucking time in there. And these are all 60s cats. These are all fucking OGs, man. Fucking double OGs. And I didn't hear them yelling at each other. No fucking disrespect. Especially like I said, man. I didn't hear the N-word one time. And I hear it on YouTube a fucking million times. So, before you press that fucking send button, think a little bit. But what a weekend, man. And we talked about today too, and I said to him, I'm gonna do a show tomorrow I didn't think I was gonna get back in time, because man, we flew back this morning. Unbelievable. The sunrise was hitting us after about an hour behind the wheels, man. And it was a very, 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 very fast ride compared to when we went there. We were driving through the dark and trucks and everything. But anyway, man, October 30th, 1974. I was a fight fan, true and true, man. I was an Ali fan, and I was feeling bad for Ali. I didn't think he should take this fight. George Foreman was a killer. George Foreman, he came out of nowhere. He destroyed Joe Frazier, destroyed Ken Norton. He looked like he was the second coming of Sonny Liston, is what people were saying. And sure enough, Ali was the man who stopped Sonny Liston. So it was Ali where people were feeling sorry for Ali. In fact, in George Foreman, they were saying they were praying in his dressing room that he wouldn't kill Muhammad Ali. They were nothing special, Tim. They were just amateur fights. A lot of kids, a lot of children fighting. I mean, there were some girls. They didn't look like they were 10, 12 years old. And I would never let my daughter do that at that age. I saw some fucking, I saw the coaches talking to some of the kids there that I didn't think was necessary. And a lot of tears. There was a winner and a loser, and the celebrities were giving the winning trophies out. And I guess they're learning at an early age that there's a winner and there's a loser in boxing, So maybe I'm wrong. Joshua, Leo, how you doing, my brother? Peace, man. Skywalker's brother. Skywalker's my brother too, man. Skywalker would have loved this, man. He would have had a fucking time of his life, bro. And but at least I digress here, man. We're gonna save that. Tuesday night is gonna be we're gonna tell you some stories that some of these fighters told us, me, Chad, different times, maybe the same time, that I've never heard before. That are we gotta prepare something like this. Get the train of thought going so we can so we don't fuck up, because there's so much information, and I didn't have my cameras doesn't have any memory left in it. I can't take pictures. It says delete your memory, and I tried to do it. I even had my computer guy. He says you can't do it. You know, you gotta get a new phone. You gotta upgrade. And man, well, if I had a phone that was a decent phone this weekend, and if I was a little more internet savvy, I could have had a live going easily. But then again, talking to these cats, you really don't even want to go live. You just want to sit there and bullshit with them, man. But anyway, man, getting back to this great fight, this fight where Muhammad Ali fooled them all. He fooled them all. I didn't think Ali was going to win, and that night I was living in Boston at the time. I was a student, and I could have gone to the closed circuit viewing of the fight, but I had this job in Boston, and this was the most sought after job that a fucking a student could have, a 19-year-old kid could have, and they didn't pay you anything. You got paid nothing. If you didn't show up for work, you got fired. But what it was, I was an usher at the Orpheum in Boston, in the music hall. So all the concerts that came in, I mean, the Grateful Dead, the fucking Led Zeppelin, Joni Mitchell, so many of them. I could, back then, Boss Skaggs, Tom Chapin. There were just so many, week after week. And I got to after the first band played, you could do what you wanted to do, sit where you wanted to sit. And all you had to do was bring a flashlight. No, in fact, I think they gave you a flashlight. Before this started, they'd all get in a room, they'd be smoking joints, all the so-called ushers, we showed people where they sat. If there was any bullshit that went on, they didn't pay you enough. They didn't pay you, and they told you just don't get involved in it. They had security there. They thought we were security, but anyway, man. That night, Bruce Springsteen was playing at the Boston Music Hall, and the same night Muhammad Ali is fighting George Foreman, and I'm feeling bad for Muhammad Ali. I felt really bad. I had a bad feeling in my stomach. I thought he was going to get fucking annihilated. Like I said, George Foreman is beating everybody. So I had to work that night. So I went to the concert. There's no radio. We didn't have a fucking YouTube in our pockets. We could put no earbuds, shit like that, man. The only thing you had in your hands was a fucking flashlight, and you had the band playing loud, and you were. I was very respected there. I always had the front fucking area, so I sat people in the first 20 rows, and we're watching the concert, and Bruce Springsteen comes out again, and he says, "Hey, I got some news for y'all. Muhammad Ali knocked out George Foreman in the 8th round to become the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world." And the fucking place went wild. And I'm like, wow. I just sat down, man. I was like, wow. Whoa. I don't think I saw the fight till the following weekend. Maybe in the next weekend, it might have been on Wide World of Sports. Because there was no YouTubing, no looking for a channel to stream it. If you saw it back then, you had to go to in flesh to a closed circuit event. There was no home TV, not in the greater Boston area or anywhere in New England that I knew of. But yeah, man, this fight, man, George Foreman, 220 pounds, small by today's standards. My picture of the Magic Man. But he had a record of 40 wins, no losses. He was an undefeated, undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. Muhammad Ali, he had 2 defeats. He had that one defeat to Joe Frazier, the fight of the century. The fight that everybody remembers that fight, man. That was just a tremendous fight. Ali coming off a 3.5-year exile. It was it was great. He came back. He beat Quarry and Bonavina, and then he got that fight with Frazier, and he lost a tremendous fight. Man, got knocked down for I think it was the 3rd time of his career. But that was his first loss, his only loss at the time. And he went on. He fought several contenders till he got his title shot. And see, back then these fighters fought more than once a year. So from 1971 in March to October of 74 was 3.5 years. But Ali, remember, he had fought Ken Norton twice, had his jaw broken by Norton. He had fought who else did Ali fight when he was off? He had the rematch with Frazier. So I mean, there was Muhammad Ali kept very busy. He earned himself a title shot. This is not the first fight that Don King promoted. So you got the beginning of the evil Don King over here. Don King, they wanted $5 million a piece. I mean, I don't even know what that is today. You can Google it. $5 million in 1974. What it's worth today, it's got to be 25 million. It's got to wait. I mean, dude, do the math. And with the investment today, the wise investments, where back then, man, George Foreman went broke. Ali went pretty close to it. But Don King, he got the country of Zaire, which doesn't exist today. It's the Congo. But Ali got President Boltbar to commit to this rumble in the jungle. And he wanted to put his country on the map. He was a dictator. It was at this stadium in Zaire. It was called the Stade de 20 Mai, the 20th of May Stadium. It was originally built in 1952. It was a soccer stadium, football as they call it down there. It seated 80,000 people. There were 60,000 people at this fight. It took place at 4 a.m. their time. 60,000 people. How many people do you think you'd get in Vegas if you had a fight at 4 a.m.? I don't care who it was. I don't know. You think it would go down or what? I don't know if it would or not. But this stadium, at the time, I remember seeing I remember hearing stories about it where they were having prison labor come in, to build the stadium because they didn't have a ringside. It was a soccer stadium. It was no individual seating, just bench seating. And he was bringing prisoners in there, and they were executing prisoners if they weren't doing the job or if the guards didn't like it. And it was a nasty. There were very little civil rights and very little prisoners' rights. So a lot of them were buried in the stadium. And when the U.S. media got there, they had to tell Don King, and you got to tell President Botu that he can't be shooting people over here, man. These photos will get back to the United States. It might throw this whole fight in jeopardy. So that had to stop. There was going to be a concert the same night. Don King had a BB King and Earth, Wind and Fire, and was it Aretha Franklin or I can't remember exactly who it was, but what happened was George Foreman got cut in training, and the fight had to be postponed for 2 months, or for 1 month, 2 months. I can't remember exactly. All this stuff is coming off the top of this head, and it was postponed, but the concert went on, and the fight was postponed to the date that it was on the October 30th. And George Foreman, when he came into the country, he had brought a German Shepherd with him, and the local people, man, they were colonized by Belgium, and the Belgian police had their German Shepherds, and they were hosing them down with water hoses. It was they resented that. They looked at George as like one of the ops, and Boombaye, Ali, Boombaya, Ali, Boombaya. That's Ali, kill him. BK, we call it football because we kick it too, but it's so confusing. We call it soccer. In America, it's different, bro. You call a cigarette a fag, we call a person a fag. So what can I tell you, my brother? We all have different vernaculars in our own languages, which are similar. But it is what it is, bro. And they had to convert that to a boxing arena. Electricity was fucking wacko. They had to get closed circuit TVs there, satellites there. It was fucking bananas, bro. It was fucking crazy. And like I said, the prison guards, the prison labor were being shot, and American actors and the newscasters didn't want to go near there. So anyway, there was and there was also threats of Libya, a war with Libya. Don King was doing communicating with Libya to put a satellite there, and Botha heard about that, and it almost was canceled. Politics were very involved in this fight. Today it would be fucking wacky to see something like this happen, but it probably, what am I saying? It probably does happen. But I mean, when this fight did happen, salute, Sina. How you doing, my sister? Hope everything's well with you. Hope everything's cool. Talking about the Rumble in the Jungle over here, man. The 48th anniversary. I know we get that down here, but we're gonna talk about it a little bit. Yeah, I can pull it up in a little bit here, man. Pull it up in a little bit. But there really didn't have to be a build-up to this fight. Ali was, everybody knew he was going to get in the title fight. He beat the top two contenders out there, and it was destined. And a lot of fans, they did not want to see it. They didn't think Ali had a chance. But see, Ali, what he wanted to do was he wanted to be the second boxer to regain the heavyweight championship. And the only one that done it before him was Floyd Patterson. Many have tried. The Joe Lewis's, the Jersey Joe Walcotts, the Max Bears, the Max Schmelings, dude. It's been tried forever in boxing, but Floyd Patterson did it, and Ali, they'd beaten Floyd Patterson, and Ali wanted to do it, and Ali, he ended up doing it 3 times. Somebody hit the pass 16 over there, pass 36 fun. Why do you bug me? Is that Pigeon doing that? I don't know, man. Some trolls, but you get them out here so it doesn't show up on the replay, and that's why I give all you cats your wrenches. Do your thing, shooters. Get them. That's why I give all you cats your wrenches. Oh, that's not supposed to. Do your thing. That's not supposed to be on. Gotta be very careful with the technical aspect of my show here. And we're gonna show this fight. I'm gonna bring it up because I can talk about it while it's going on, and the things that happened during this fight. I can put that on my down a little one until we get this bad boy going here, man. But like I said, man, Ali avenged his losses to Norton and Frazier. Foreman, he was the favorite, man. He was the betting odd favorite. Ali didn't. They didn't give him much of a chance. But Ali was just. They loved him in Africa, like they loved him throughout the world. and he was the people's champion. You know, Ali said he talked to Customado, and Cuss said, Ali said, how am I going to beat this guy, Cuss? And I said, what you do it with a bully, because that's what George Foreman was considered at the time. He said, you hit him with a sucker punch, you hit him with a straight right, which is kind of an insult to a boxer. You throw a straight right at a fucking like at a boxer, and I like, how dare you? What do you think I don't know how to block that fight? George wasn't expecting it. Bang! He got hit early in the first round. He got hit several times, and you know, Ali introduced the famous rope-a-dope in this fight, and they had the police there, and it was a crowd of 60,000 people at 4 o'clock in the morning. Let's
This is an awesome bar of George Foreman.
Let's put it on here, man. I don't think I can. I have to.
You can see him there, very calm. If you saw the interview, there's no.
Let me shut that down. I don't want to get waxed for that. And we'll put this on the big one over here. Chico. We've got Zach Clayton as the referee. 2 judges. Zach Clayton also was scoring the fight. James Taylor and Noradine Adelaya. Promoted by Don King. Hey, Mick Smith, how you doing, man? That's true, bro. But man, Ali said he didn't have a plan going into this fight. He said he invented that rope-a-dope while he was doing that. You know, and George Foreman, and after the fight, he made all kinds of excuses. He said the cut in training fucked him up. He says he was drugged. Salute to you, my brother. He said he was drugged. He said the ropes were fucking loose. He couldn't accept defeat. And he didn't get that demon out of his head until he knocked out Michael Mora. Almost 20 years later. So, you know, Muhammad Ali, he's in the ring. They almost thought it was going to be Ali's last hurrah. He would go out in a hail of glory. You know, go out on his shield just like the true fighters do. You know, people say a lot of these cats say they downgrade Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson went out like a fucking champ where he got his ass kicked. And he took it. And he could have quit, man, you know? That's what real fighters do. The dudes I was talking to this weekend. You know, if I know I could have gotten one of them to come up here and talk about this because they all were, and it was such a good vibe in there. We'll see as the weeks come. We'll see what happens, man. It's I think I met some friends for life up there. And man, Muhammad Ali I'm a fucking fan for life. Hey, excuse me, brother. Big blunts and boxing. Getting ready to step back in time here. 1974, October 30th. The Rumble in the Jungle. Rumble, young man, rumble. Ali, Foreman's making him wait a little bit. George is trying to get the psychological advantage, which he just never did, man. Ali was after George blew his load in about the fourth round. Ali was starting to open up. We're gonna watch this glorious event right here, man. Ange, Freddie Pacheco. I don't know who the brother is, man. Drew Bundini Brown, we know him. He had a game plan, but Ali didn't stick to the game plan. Ali had his own game plan. That's what I see it, McSmith. I see it as Muhammad Ali. He saw how far he could take George Foreman. He took him out into deep waters. Foreman never expected to go beyond 3 rounds, and Ali played it by ear. And he just let George punch himself out. Joe Frazier at ringside. Joe wants the winner. And he got the winner, man. He got the winner the next year. And what a fight that was, man. Muhammad Ali didn't give us a bad fight. Even the fight, the Rudy Lubbers, the fucking Alfredo Evangelista. I still watched him from bell to bell. The little shuffle in there. And you notice they're not gloved up yet either. You notice those hands are just taped. Something else we don't see too much these days. Mad Chad's lighter. $60,000 people in an 80,000 seat arena. So I'm going to say it's only a 3/4 capacity. and Ali still past his prime, but dude, he's well conditioned. A lot of running, a lot of training. Let his sparring partners wail on him. Larry Holmes was one of his sparring partners. Larry said he didn't mind. He was hurting his hands. He was hitting Ali so much. But Ali was conditioning himself for that. And right now we know that the ultimate price that he paid, that contributed to the Parkinson's. He just took beatings. You guys, I talked to a lot of boxers, and this cat from Rhode Island who fought for a world title. He told me that a doctor, he doesn't know what the fucking pain is. The doctor doesn't know what it is, but you get hit with a Mack truck. Prayers in his fucking dressing room that he wouldn't kill Muhammad Ali. Now, from what I recall, it was cold in the stadium too. They had to keep warm between rounds. The Ali, he's got a good sweat going already. There are pre-fight ceremonies going on, flags of many countries, or is it just the Zaire flag and the American flag? I think that's what it is. If I do their national anthems. Yeah, George didn't go too many distance fights. George usually got you early. But George, like Ali said, he punches like a mummy. He says he throws those looping punches. Nobody believed him. He said, I'm going to get inside and outside and under and around, and I'm going to tattoo him, and he's going to gas. He's going to wonder where his energy went. And I'm just going to be getting into mine. And Ali, man, he was a He was a prophet in this fight. Very, 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 very much of a prophet. Rumble, young man, rumble. Getting ready to go to war. I need a big lighter. I'll give this back to you, Mad Chad. Maybe I can toss it to you some night on a show or something. I need a big one here. Thank you, Remy. Appreciate that. I'm probably gonna get fucking copyright strike for it, but I don't care, man. I'll take it down. I just like to watch fucking fights. I just like to watch fight, and you know, I couldn't let today go by without going back and fucking watching the fucking Rumble in the Jungle, man. Ali's got the crowd on his side. Go. Almost knocked that bong down. Don't want to do that, man. Don't want to do that. Definitely don't want to do that. Let me get back on here. Getting ready for the Rumble to start. You're gonna see George Foreman wants Ali to cool down. You know, that's his strategy. The president, Bota. You know? You think he liked the publicity? And this was a worldwide event. He was looking at this like the Olympics. In fact, you know, the United States, like the Olympics is 1972 in Munich. There was terrible tragedy there. And it's funny because I was talking to a gold medalist yesterday. Fucking Sugar Ray Seals. Talking to him like he's fucking my brother over here, man. And I mentioned that to him. He told me he was 19. And he was telling his parents not to come to the games, not to come to the Olympic Village. He heard that there was shit going on, and the atmosphere was tense. And his parents he was his parents. He told them, you can't come. And he was telling me this, and he's like, and I'm telling, and such a beautiful man, such a beautiful human being. But let's get back here, man. They're giving flowers at the ringside. A lot of ceremonies going on. Zaire wanted to get the most out of this. President Botois wanted to really get his name etched in fame over here. And George and Ali, $5 million. What is that in today's money? See if I can type that in on my laptop over here. $1974 worth today. $5 million in 1974. Today's value with the inflation calculator. That's not what I want to know, you dumb fucks. How much is? I put 5 minute instead of 5 million. My fault. I knew I wouldn't. Here we go. Bango. Still getting that stupid calculator site. Come on, I ask you a simple question. I know I can go get my phone and ask the Google lady. She'll tell me. All right, here we go. Let's try this one here. $30 million today. So they'd be making $30 million. And we just heard that Usyk and Joshua made what? Fucking $70 million each. I mean, there wasn't the figures up that high. And Muhammad Ali made $5 million worth $30 million today. And Foreman the same thing. No, not 100. I got 30 million in here, Remy. I might be wrong, but adjusted inflation, 1,074,000 is equal to. Oh, now in here it says 6 million. So this is they got fucking different things in here. In here kind of tells me what it is on this calculator. But anyway, it is, according to this, $30 million. Whatever it is, it's a lot more, Remy. But I guess they're going to Zaire, man, and civil wars going on. Fucking shit going on, famines, and just a lawless fucking land. But then Muhammad Ali. See, the thing about Ali, he fought worldwide, and so did you think about it, man. George Foreman, he went to Venezuela to fight. Las Vegas is cool, but we want to see boxing on a fucking international level all over the world. We're seeing that to some extent. Saudi Arabia, some people say this and that. Yeah, I saw that one too, Remy. But I think it's more than that, though, man. I'll let me see if I can find the one that I found here, man. All right, you know what we do? I gotta do it. I gotta get up and get my phone and ask my phone for the proper fucking calculations according to the Google lady. Because we have discrepancies. I know it's not going to end the discrepancies here. Oops. You know what I did too? I left my charger. In Vegas. In Vegas, yeah. I left my charger in Pennsylvania. So I got to use my wife's, and phone's not taking the charge all that well. But anyway, let's see here. I got a message. Bro, send a link. Not sure if I can come. I asked George Jakovic to do this with me. Yes, you know that, brother Mike. You know I'm smoking the good weed. It's the only kind I can smoke. My body's allergic to the merch, the fucking Reggie. Can't do that, bro. All right, man. Let me see here. Let me ask my little girlfriend if she's got an answer for me. How much would $5 million in 1974 be worth today?
According to inflation calculator, $5 in 1974 is equivalent in purchasing power to about $30.10 today, an increase of $25.10 over 48 years.
So $5 is worth $30. So $5 million is worth $30 million. Hey, Mr. P, what's happening, brother? I got everybody. I got all the fucking characters in here tonight. I'm glad you guys came in here, man. We're watching the fucking Rumble in the Jungle. And you cats are some fucking boxing fans, man. I don't care where the fuck you hang out, where you go, bro. This is for boxing. Was definitely damaged, my man. He was blind in that left eye. One-eyed fighter. Fucking Frazier. Tough motherfucker. They don't make him like Joe Frazier. Over 1 billion people, man. Just like McDonald's, over 1 billion served. I think they're up to 99 billion now. But yeah, man, this was when boxing was huge, man.
And thinks of that. I'm gonna hit him with the left, and it's gonna pop his head up right into perfect alignment for the fucking this one. You know what I mean? Like, whoa.
And right on his back. George leaving the arena, getting in fights along the way.
Yeah, all kinds of riot police in there with the hard hats.
Oh yeah. You don't have any trouble picking them out.
Now I could have sworn, maybe I'm misremembering. I could have sworn there's a guy in this little scrum somewhere with a friggin' pistol in his back pocket. I mean, this is the kind of thing
Mhm.
that was, you know.
That's why the internet. That's one of the things about it. They wouldn't get away with that now. You know, it is to be everybody have a camera. Rolling with the punches, my bra. Salute.
There's Ferdy explaining that he got beat up by the cop. He got beat up by the cops.
Did he?
Yeah, Ferdy got beat down by the cops. They took him. They didn't know who he was at first. And he only spoke like a tiny bit of, you know what I mean, the rudiments of the language and whatnot.
Congolese or
Yeah.
Georgia's cut, man.
Well, I mean, these guys are probably pretty much like Mobutu's personal paramilitaries.
Oh yeah,
They are cops the way we would think of them, right?
yeah, probably a bunch of fucking flunkies. You know, shots fired, they scatter. They throw those helmets away. You know. Ali going back to his dressing room, the fucking heavyweight champion of the world. George Foreman.
Yeah, what an upset. Man. What an upset.
Oh, what an upset. And Ali's still getting those fans going on. And then there was a big rainstorm right after this fight. Remember that?
Yeah, they got it over with just in time, pretty much. I think. Yeah, the monsoon came in.
Yep. Right. As soon as they left, as soon as Ali left, and the people stayed. The people stayed in the rain to salute Ali when his limousine brought him back to his hotel. They had a huge fucking parade line. I remember seeing the movie When We Were Kings. Fucking awesome documentary.
Yep. Crazy stuff, man. Crazy stuff. And this is like in the age of like the beginnings of satellites. Never mind like any kind of. There was no internet for one. There was barely cable TV in 1974.
There were only a certain amount of transmissions that left this place because it's done through the phone, and they only had certain number of lines that they could rent, and so a lot of countries had a lot of shit because they only got so many. Like the UK only got like a dozen fucking feeds of this fight. There were all kind of shit going on, and every country wanted their own. They wanted their own. In fact, some presidents, I believe. I don't know if was Gaddafi in power then.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, because I think there was a thing there where he got the line, he got the link, he got the direct line, and Mutabu didn't like that. He's still a Ali Boomaya. You figure he'd be carried out, he'd be so fucking dead, but
well, just like you probably gotta imagine, like it's almost like, I mean, forgive the analogy, it's got to be like super cocaine to have that big of a crowd cheering you on like that. You know what I mean?
We're probably gonna see that combination, like you said, the left uppercut to lift his head up.
Yep.
Oh. Come back here.
Oh, high on the head. I didn't notice that before. Here we go. That's not it. No, that one got blocked. Here we go. Look at this.
They always say they did work.
Yep.
He didn't hate Ali as much as he hated Ali more than Ali hated him. Ali, it was a business, and he just wanted to make money. Even winning didn't become as much in his life after the comeback, after the loss to Frazier sunk in, and the loss to Norton. Back in the dressing room,
Crazy. So yeah, okay. What was it like at the time? Like say the next day, Bruce, when you find out about this?
I found out the night that it happened.
Okay.
I was an usher at a Bruce Springsteen concert, and Springsteen came out during the he stopped his show between songs. He said Ali's the new heavyweight champion of the world. He knocked out George Foreman in the 8th round, and I'm like, did I hear him right? You know, because he's playing.
You're wondering if he's bullshitting or something.
Yeah. Did I even hear him right? Because he's playing fucking back streets and fucking East Street Shuffle, the fucking horns, bah, 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 bah. And then he comes out there and he's talking. It's like Ali knocks out George Foreman, 8th round, become the heavyweight champion of the world, and the place is going fucking crazy. I'm like, nah. I said it couldn't have happened. I said if he was going to beat him, everybody thought it'd be on a decision, but he knocked him out. Wow.
Okay, so you had doubts still then.
Oh yeah, I didn't think Ali was going to win. I didn't think he was going to win at all. I usually would make friendly wagers with my friends. I'd bet Ali, but I wouldn't do it on this fight. I felt sorry for him. I would have, if it was today and this was happening, I would have taken the day out of work. I would have, back then you lose your job if you don't come to be an usher because everybody wants to do it, So I would have lost the job to see this fight if it happened today. I think. I don't know, man. I don't know. Like last night we were going to blow the Lomachenko fight off if we had to go see the legends, but it worked out well.
Hey man, that's no trade-off to me. You can watch the Lomachenko fight later. That's
yes,
what you did. It's like a once in a.
Yeah. There was no VCRs back then, let alone fucking YouTube or Facebook where you could go watch a replay of the fight. But yes, I was in Boston, Mr. P. Yeah, Ali, I told you. I almost like to hear what he has to say at the end here. This is important. Let's find out exactly where.
Yeah, well, once the guy tells him that the camera's on, he starts talking to gang of mess. It's hilarious.
Right now, Rob, I'll tell you.
Here we go. We've got the dressing room.
Once he cornered you, you finished. I was telling you that he has no power. I kept telling you he don't hit hard. And guess what he did to me and stuff like this? It's long, got me out of right out. So I'm smooth. I'm a coach behind the head. I'm a pro, see? I felt it with my arm reach and then grabbed it and cleared up. He's a pro. I lost good. That's how I couldn't get up.
I kept talking to him during the fight too.
Congratulations. Am I the greatest of all time? Muhammad, you told me in Dear Lake you were the greatest of all time, and I think everybody out there watching now will say that you proved it to them who was burn me up, too power, too strong. I proved that Allah is God. Elijah Muhammad is a messenger, and I have faith in them, and regardless of the world and the pressure, I made it an easy night, because Allah has power over all things. If you believe in him, nothing, even George Foreman, will look like a baby. It wasn't a close fight, was it? It wasn't a close fight. No. Was it close before I knocked him out? No, you wait. Is this on close? You tell is it live right now? Everybody stop talking now. Attention. I told you, all of my critics, I told you all that I was the greatest of all time. Listen, I told you today, I'm still the greatest of all time. Never again defeat me. Never again say that I'm going to be defeated. Never again make me the underdog until I'm about 50 years old. Then you might get me. Because after that, he was mine. He was falling. He was missing. I don't know if I'm going to fight again or not. I'm going to retire someday. I have to talk to my leader, the most honorable. Are you still planning to retire? Assalamu alaikum to all the Muslims. Thanks to Almighty God Allah. I want all of you fans out there who believe in me, read the Muhammad Speaks newspapers, go to your local Muslim temple, and learn more about the life-giving power from Allah through Elijah Muhammad that I've got. You saw all the white people, the critics, the world had me ranked to go down. This was that man, and Allah, God was with me, and this man looked like nothing. So I want you to remember that. Want to know where I get the power? Visit the local Muslim mosque. Read that Muhammad Speaks newspaper. Take it from me.
That just proves you can have commercials on closed-circuit television just as you can have it on real television. Muhammad, what did you say to George?
It's not a commercial. Telling people to believe in God.
Tell me, what did you say to George Foreman before the fight? What did you say to him?
I told him he has no power in the corners and in the clinches. I said, shoot your best shot. I'm going back to the ropes. They told me he was strong. Didn't I look stronger than him?
Why didn't you tell me, Muhammad? This is the thing that puzzled me. Why was it when you were on the ropes that he could not hurt you, even when you were right there on the ropes?
Blocking, and I was pulling back, and I have a radar built inside me. I know how to judge punches. Didn't I tell all of you out there on your local radio shows, mostly black stations? I told you, I'm going to float like a butterfly and sting like a bee. His hands can't hit, but his eyes can't see. So that's what happened.
That's what you said to me. But tell me now, are you really going to retire, Muhammad?
I'm seriously thinking about retiring. There's nothing else for me to fight. I told them, well, I'm going to retire. I'm going to hold the title for a few months. They took my title unjustly. I told you, I'm the real champion. I told you, I'm the champion of the world. All of you bow. All of our critics crawl. All of you suckers who write the Ring magazine. Boxing Notes there. All of you suckers bow because the stage was set. You made him great. You made him a bad Joe look. You made him a hard puncher. But I want everybody from this moment on to recognize me as the scholar of boxing. If you want to know any damn thing about boxing, don't go to no boxing experts in Las Vegas. Don't go to no Jimmy the Greek. Come to Muhammad.
Jimmy the Greek.
One last one, my man. You helped out. You helped out there.
Muhammad, one last question. Tell me, would you say that at this moment, is this the happiest moment of your life?
No. Happiest moment of my life when I met Elijah Muhammad, the freedom speaker of black people. But I want to say this. Shout out to all my friends in Louisville, Kentucky. Joe Martin, Fred Stoner, all of my friends in Louisville, Kentucky, where I started. I'm recognized all over the world now, but my greatness came and started in Louisville, Kentucky. And that's one of the greatest cities in America, Louisville, Kentucky. And I predict that Louisville, Kentucky will have another world champion. Because Louisville is the greatest. Louisville is...
Well, I guess technically he was correct. Greg Page was a champion for a minute.
Yeah. Yes, he was, man. You know, and Greg Page is another one. He had a lot of Ali in him. Hey, Flawless Mark, Dr. Mark, Flawless Mentality. Salute, my brother. Thank you so much for coming by. I appreciate it, man. Appreciate it, my brother. We just enjoyed watching a classic fight 48 years ago today. I know half of you guys, 90, I'd say everybody here, Doc, nobody here is 48, that's old. I think Pigeon is 49. Derek Bailey, salute. So most of you guys weren't even born when this fight was on, or just very, very young. And I was just coming into my prime. 1974. The day before Halloween, and this is Ali weekend, and then hanging with the fucking legends this week. Yep, Doc, I'm so fucking beat, man. I'm lucky if I got 4 hours sleep last night.
I can believe it. I was surprised to see you had the forgive the pun, the gas in the tank to come on live, but I guess you had to do it, didn't you?
Oh, bro, yeah. You know how I feel about Muhammad Ali.
Yeah, man.
You know, I mean, it's an honor. It's an honor to have witnessed this after the fact, but just to live through the whole experience and how everybody was, Ali's going to get killed. Don't let him do it. Stop this fight. People were asking the fucking president, man. They're asking fucking Richard Nixon.
Yeah.
They're asking, Gerald Ford. They're asking Gerald Ford to intervene and to stop this fight. I mean, it was.
And then he goes to the ropes of all things, which at the time was not like, everybody was like, I would have been like we said, Angelo himself was like horrified. Or I think he said sick to his stomach, I think was the quote.
Yeah. He didn't. That was not the plan. Not the plan at all, man. Not the plan at all. But it happened. We got the fucking. We got one of the greatest upsets of all time up there with Mike Tyson and Buster Douglas with his original upset of Sonny Liston. I mean, this was huge. I was so fucking pissed off that I didn't see the fight, and I'm watching and I'm waiting day by day for it to come on to Wide World of Sports. But and now we can bring it up on BoobTube over here, YouTube, and we can enjoy it and whenever we want to, and it couldn't have been done at a more appropriate time.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I do too, Mark. You know, I've said I loved him almost as much as I love my dad. You know, Muhammad Ali, great man. You know, I went to that Legends weekend, you know, this weekend, and now he's talking about running an event at Ali's Deer Lake training camp, renting the cabins out, having the fighters there, inviting people there for seminars. He wants me to be part of the action. I said, oh, brother. And he's like, you don't have to drive this time. I'm going to have an Uber pick you up and fly down. I said, I'll be there, but I ain't driving no more. That was too much, man. That was Doc, driving through New York and Connecticut at night. It's all 18-wheelers. We almost got into a fender bender in the high speed lane. Mad Chad had to hit the brakes, and some guy almost rear-ended him. So it was like a lot, and it was a lot. 2-lane highways, a lot of new, very very narrow fucking highways, and they're packed with cars, man. At 9 o'clock this morning, New York City was fucking bumper to bumper packed.
How many hours one way is that?
We went about 6 hours, 6.5 hours one way. Let's see.
Wow,
we left.
man.
Yeah, we left at about 3 o'clock, and we got there close to 10, maybe 3:30. We got on the highway and got there. It was 10, a little after 10. And the GPSs today are amazing.
True. Yeah. Back in the day, the fold-out maps, man.
Oh, and
the Rand McNally books.
Ask people on the side of the street, excuse me, can you tell me how to get back onto 195? It's like, huh? Oh, yeah. Well, you can't get there from here. So you got to go back where you went, man. And then see my cousin on the corner and give him $10. You know, I mean, now you can just tell Google, get me home. Fastest way to get home.
Yeah.
Toll routes, everything is included. But Mad Chad, an excellent driver. Like I said, if I was robbing Fort Knox, Mad Chad would be my fucking wingman. He'd be the driver, the getaway man for sure. He knows he knows when to speed, when not to speed, how to avoid accidents, and when to curse somebody out. Oh yeah, you know, you see a lot of old people now caught up in the fucking crazy traffic, and they don't know what to do. You know, they're in the high-speed lane. They got a fucking semi behind them, one in front of them, and one to the right of them, and they're like fucking, you know, having a fucking stroke. So it's crazy out there. And like I said, I don't think I would do that again unless there was some. Oh, never say never. And I didn't have to drive it. I just had to sit there and fucking white knuckle it. So it was all good, bro. But like I said, I'm gonna crash early tonight. I'm gonna get back. Yeah. Oh, you know, it was so great, man. And you know, I thank my God that he let me do this trip, and just to meet these people. Tuesday night, you gotta listen to us because we're gonna tell you some stories. Fucking Mad Chad and Vinny Paz, they're fucking buds, bro. Vinny's got his number. I'm sure they're gonna get together. My man is Sugar Ray Seals. He says, call me anytime. Nice. You call me anytime. I'll be glad to do your show with you. So, man, you know.
Isn't Lee the one from out here in Tacoma?
Yeah, Sugar Ray's from Tacoma. He told me that I didn't want to start with these fucking great stories that I heard, man. You know. Okay.
Save it for later. Yeah.
You know, but Robert Mugabe, how are you, my brother? Salute. Is that somebody who comes in here and changed their name around? Nope, first timer. Peace, my bro. Too bad you weren't here a little earlier, man. We're celebrating the great fucking Muhammad Ali fucking George Foreman, Rumble in the Jungle. I had the pleasure of having my buddy Mr. Doc on here.
Yeah, thanks for that.
True brother. Oh, bro. You know, I only sent out 2 fucking links to come. I was going to see if George wanted to come. He said he would if he could, but he's real busy. And he said, I'll try to jump on if I can. And I said, there's only one more man I know who's worthy enough to come on here and hold down the Rumble in the Jungle that I'm comfortable with.
I appreciate that, Bruce. I appreciate that.
And you're the man. And Dr. Mark, bro, I thank you for coming in here, bro.
Hey,
Saltmore in high school, man. Saltmore in high school. You must have been a fucking boxing fan, bro. When I was a sophomore in high school, that's when I started watching Ali the first time to see a couple of his fights. Start watching the Ali the downtime era. You know, when he wasn't fighting, but he was back in this one, back in full glory. We saw Muhammad Ali. Thank you all, any and all who came in here tonight. I appreciate it, man. Like I said, man, come on in on Tuesday night. Me and Chad are going to go back. We're going to tell you everything we can talk about our great fucking road trip we took. And God bless from Bruce Gas over here and my brother, Mr. Doc.
Yes,
We're
sir.
out of here, man.
Peace.
Peace.